Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn, and today we are on the second to last video for the ABC challenge with Y for Yang from RWBY. So I know I'm already gonna get called out on this, but I just have to say I tried my hardest to not double up on series, but there's just a couple that I couldn't really avoid. I've already done 2 from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then this will be my second from RWBY, and it was just really hard not to double up. On top of it, there's a lot of letters that are really hard to figure out characters for. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go with my gut and I'm gonna keep drawing characters that I really enjoy. So like I said, today we are doing Y for Yang Xiao Long from RWBY, and she for sure is my favorite character from the series. I absolutely love her and her just kick-ass and awesome attitude, and I know I've already gushed about her more than enough in my big speed paint where I did a full illustrated piece of her, and I just loved how that one looked, and I could just gush forever about her and RWBY. One fair warning, in this video also there might be a little bit of spoilers, so if you haven't seen RWBY yet, I'd really recommend checking it out. I'll just have the pretense that I tell everyone. A lot of people don't really like season 1 of RWBY, but after you get through that, 2, 3, and 4 are just amazing. I absolutely love it. The story, the characters, the world, it's a great series, and I'd really recommend you guys check it out. Now on to the Yang piece. So I might be doubling up on information. If you guys watched my full speed paint where I did the full illustrated Yang, I might double up on information since I'm talking about the same character. But besides that, I just absolutely love Yang, and she is an amazing character to the point that I have a yellow car that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a yellow car to match both her, and then my nickname is Tweety Bird, so it's also to match my nickname that my grandmother gave me. And then I have her symbol on the back little windows on my car, the little flaming heart, and I just love it. I also have a little Yang vinyl on my desk, and when I was at RTX, I actually ordered the limited edition pre-order for the Semblance Yang, where she just goes basically Super Saiyan. So I have that one downstairs on a shelf. I probably should bring it up here. I think it would look really nice next to the current Yang and Blake on my desk, and the Grimm. So just a little RWBY corner on my desk. But besides that, I just have always really liked Yang, and her character development in the series was just amazing. She first started as this kind of cocky, I guess, not full of herself, but she just thought she was kick-ass and no one could beat her. She just started as a really cocky fighter and then kind of just got demoralized in season 3. I won't tell you guys why, but in season 3, something really big happened to her, and it really affected her and her life. And just seeing the character development that took place while she was in that state and kind of learning to live with how she is now was just really, really great. It really reminds me of how in Legend of Korra, Korra suffered from the PTSD after her fight with Zahir. Yang kind of goes through a very similar character development of, you know, really ambitious, over-the-top, cocky character that feels they can never be beaten and is like one of the best fighters ever, and then just to be basically humbled and brought down because of something traumatic that happened to them. I think that's a really interesting and awesome character development to see in any character. Because even if you don't have something as traumatic as, like in Korra, how she was poisoned by the mercury, or anything like super bodily harm traumatic, I think a lot of people can relate to the character development of going through something really tough in your life and having to heal and bounce back and recover from it. And I really love when shows completely embrace that and show the darker sides of basically recovering from something really traumatic in your life. And I'm actually really interested to see in the newest season of RWBY, which is coming out in October, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with that condition for Yang. Because she did kind of get over it, but it's not completely gone. I would say she got over it enough to, I guess, start functioning, going back out into society and not kind of hermiting it. She has like a little bit more bravery to just go out, go back to the world and face her fears. But then again, I have a feeling it's still lingering pretty heavily within her psyche. My guess for the new season is she's going to face the person who caused her so much trauma, and I'm just curious how she's actually gonna do it. Like, will she be strong enough and get over her mental block to actually fight this person? Or is she not going to have the ability to and have to rely on her teammates and friends to help her conquer this fear. I'm just really interested to see what happens, and I don't even know if it's gonna happen next season. I'm kind of thinking it will, just based off of how they led up to it in the previous season, but who knows? I mean, we might not get that for another full 2 seasons, but I have a really, really good feeling it's gonna come up in this next season. And to kind of go along with what happened with Yang, with the newest soundtrack, I have to gush with you guys for a minute. I absolutely love Yang's new song in the season 4 soundtrack, which is Armed and Ready, and if you've seen it, you'll get the pun, but if you haven't, I'm not gonna spoil it, but either way, that song is kick-ass. It gets me so fucking pumped, and I just absolutely love it. Like, if I have to really get in the zone and start drawing and really get going, that song is awesome. And on top of that, the whole new season soundtrack is just amazing. There's so many good songs. Like, the previous seasons, we get the main, I guess, themes along with the instrumental parts from the episodes, but in this one, they went above and beyond and made a bunch of new songs that I don't even think were featured in the season. It relates to the show, but we don't have, like, it wasn't songs from the background of the show. It's just brand new tracks that were exclusively on the soundtrack. At least I think they were, because there's some songs like Bumblebee that I don't remember being in the show at all, and that one was just a surprise and a brand new song. So I think there's a couple in there that are just new, or maybe they just only had instrumental versions in the show. But if you guys need some really good hype songs or something to get you going that has this amazing, like, rock anime-esque feel to it, I would really recommend checking out the RWBY soundtracks, especially season 3 and 4. I think those are some of the best soundtracks. There's a lot of good ones from season 2 as well, but I would say 3 and 4 are their best soundtracks so far. Well, besides that, I guess I'll get back to talking about the drawing. This one was a lot of fun, and I kind of tried to try something new with my poses. I've been trying to get a little bit more dynamic, or I guess push myself outside my comfort zone, and I do really like how this one turned out. So I'm noticing a couple things now that I don't like as much, like little nitpicky things, but besides that, I really like how it looks overall, and I'll probably go back and maybe adjust a couple things, but besides that, I really like this one. It was a lot of fun to do, and I always have fun drawing Yang. I draw her all the time. She's in a bunch of sketchbooks. She's in my art book. She's everywhere. Like, I just love doodling her, and her hair is so much fun to draw too. But besides that, we are almost done with the ABC challenge, guys. It is crazy. We got one more, and it will be coming out next week. So if you guys like this content, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I have new videos every week, and I'd love to hear what you guys would have picked for why. So if you want to leave it down in the comments below, that would be great. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.